There are no fish in this river. The lost boy can't be sad. If you like to stay for the winter, I'll share with you my bed. I may seem lost, but it's the only place where I can ride to myself. And when summer comes, I'll follow the sun till the end of days, the end of days, the end of days, the end of days. Did something change since the last time? Last time I was here. If the rain's still pouring and the wind won't stop, letting the path sound praise and all around, it's all around, all around. So maybe now I should rest, observe for one. If it feels my back, I'll linger too long, expecting to see your face. Carving my name in the pine tree, the one that stood that storm. Oh, great light, please flood my eyes. Show me the golden road, the golden road, the golden road, the golden road. I want to know that there's nothing to fear anymore, and to know that I'm the only one who's searching for a shine hole in a lifetime story. Oh, it's Saturday, it's Saturday. Hold on 2 minutes, guys, or 30 seconds, 15 seconds, how are we doing? Right, hang on, let me get mic'd up here. As you might have guessed, I'm out in the car today. What is going on with this? Hang on, 2 seconds. We're live, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have no idea, what? Don't you hate cables? Do you know what I'm saying? Cables, oh, man. Honestly, I just put that down by the speaker and it's like, how has that got so tied up? I have no idea. Let me put this in. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? I'm good. It's Saturday. I'm out and about. I apologise. I'm late again. I tried so hard. Earphones never fit in my ears. I think it's because I got big ears. We made it, guys. It's the weekend. How are we all doing? Now, I'll let you on into a little secret. I've been out and about today with my girlfriend and my son, and we went to the Chili Festival over in a place called Chichester, which was really good. First time I've been there. We were planning to go with my mum, but who was visiting us for a little while, but she had to head back home a little bit sooner than anticipated, so she couldn't make it. So Mum, if you're watching, we had a great time. Thank you very much for the tickets. It was really good, and I've eaten so much today. I'm really starving. I'm not starving now, but I was earlier on, and I just, you know, when you have one of those days where you just eat and eat and eat, that was one of my days. I've just have not stopped eating, and it was great, really good fun. And to make it even better, we finished the day off with a lovely cup of coffee, which is really good. So no coffee on this scope today, guys. I've got empty cups all around me. I got a little bit of a water bottle. I got a water bottle here. I never drink water. I have no idea why I got water. Let me have some water. Coffee, it's always good. I'm thinking I want to set up my own brand of coffee. Because there's a model aircraft flying up in the sky. Do you want to see the model aircraft? I might be able to get it. Hold on 2 seconds. Can you see? That's a Seagull. Right up there, do you see the aircraft doing a loop-a-loop? Against that lovely cloudy sky. He's just thrown it up there. That's quite cool. See? Just a little speck on the horizon. Anyway, back to me. I think about this, son. I thought of a brilliant idea. It is rather impressive, actually. He's doing a grand job. Very good. Round and round it goes. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about aircraft. I was thinking about setting up my own coffee brand. That would be brilliant. It'd be quite nice. I was thinking of... I've even thought over the years of having my own coffee shop. But I wouldn't want to run the coffee shop. I would just want to be kind of just, you know, the silent partner in the coffee shop. And then I could have like photo exhibitions come and go. And not just my work, but other, you know, photographers' work or visual artists or even films and stuff like that. I think, and make it a little bit like a club. But everybody is welcome. And you could come and drink really, really good artisan coffee and watch a film maybe. Or have somebody talking about, you know, a film director talking about their work or something like that. I don't know, I love that idea. I think that would be really cool. Anyway, when I make my first million, maybe that might happen. Until then, I'll settle for... Robert's on the line here. We got him. Great combination. Let me just straighten my moustache up. It's a bit all over. Great combination of things I can't think of. Photography. I think he was saying it was a great idea. I kind of missed that because he didn't stay up too long. Thank you, Robert. Got one customer at least. So I had a really bad cup of coffee today. It was a horrendous cup of coffee. And I say to all those coffee makers out there, I don't know how much of this broadcast is going to be about visual stuff today because I'm going to have a little bit of rant about bad coffee. But if you're going to make or set up a business and you're going to sell coffee, please make it good coffee, because the coffee I had today, it was horrendous and it wasn't that cheap either. It put me in a bad mood, I must admit. You know, when you're looking forward to something like really nice bit of food for dinner, or you're looking forward to a nice cup of coffee, but don't even get. Robert's just said bitter there. Bitter it was so promising, Robert. It was so promising, this cup of coffee, and we all sat down, we all had one, and I think it was only my coffee that was a bad one. And in their defence, I probably should have gone back and said something, but it was busy, and I got into a bit of a grump about my bad coffee. I literally had the smell was enough, and then I had a little taste of it, and it was just bad. Really bad. Anyway, so that wasn't a good start to the day, but it got a lot better after that, so it was really good. So yeah, if you're going to go out there and earn a fortune making great coffee, please make sure it's great coffee, artisan coffee, and it does not have to be bitter at all. It can be lots going on in a nice cup of coffee. What else did we do? So at the Chili Festival today, we saw a guy that was making cocktails, and he did like this gin cocktail and stuff like that. I don't drink, so I didn't taste it, but I could kind of smell the alcohol filling the tent as he was making these things. Loads of rum. He did another concoction with rum in it, and all that kind of stuff. So that was kind of good, and strawberries and bits and bobs like that. And then we had a little wander around, really good. I had, what else did I have? Oh yeah, I had some food and I can't remember what I had. Halloumi. It was a halloumi kind of a wrap thing, Greek kind of wrap thing on pita bread type thing, which is pretty good. I quite enjoyed that. That was really good. And then we headed over to Chichester and we wandered around there, so that was really good. So listen, you guys, yesterday I was talking about my brilliant, I say it's absolutely brilliant, my brilliant idea for the My Weekend Challenge. I was going to say photography challenge, but I want to keep this open to everybody. My weekend challenge. I know Robert has already sent me some stuff. Sorry I haven't replied to you. So go back to yesterday's YouTube, and right at the beginning and right at the end, the bit in the middle was all about editing. Excellent masterclass yesterday. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, Robert. I know it went on for a little while, but sometimes editing photographs does. So if you go back and watch the YouTube vlog from yesterday, the live one, we did a little piece on... I came up with this idea. Okay, I'd had a cup of coffee, and great ideas always come with starting with a great cup of coffee. And we came up with this idea of doing a challenge, because what we were thinking, or what I was thinking of, sometimes when you're out and you want a bit of inspiration, you need a reason to go out and take some pictures or draw or paint something. So the idea is that we do a weekend challenge. So we're into day one already of the weekend. So you've got the rest of today and tomorrow up until 7 p.m. to take part in this challenge. There's no prizes at all. None at all. No prizes at all. This is just for a bit of fun. So the idea is that you will send me on to, via my Facebook page or Twitter, a picture that sums up your weekend. Okay, keep it clean, keep it fun. It can be whatever you want it to be, but get creative. If it's pouring down with rain, you do a rainy day photograph. If you had a great big roast dinner and all the family came round, do that, put it up. Let's have a little look at that one. I want it creative. As I said, it doesn't have to be photography. It can be a painting, a drawing. I think one of my examples was made out of Lego bricks even. I don't know where that came from yesterday, but I'll say it again just to kind of inspire you guys. So please do that. I've asked our local, this is Robert again who's on board today. I've asked our local reverend if I can gain access to our local church, and he thinks it's a great idea. Brilliant idea. I can see so many good ideas and pictures on that one. Well, you got so many possibilities. I'm so glad you mentioned that. So you can photograph the church, hopefully. So you could do some photographs in the church. You could do an empty church. And if it's got beautiful stained glass windows, or you've got the altar in there, or all that kind of stuff, or the seating's in there. If it's maybe a really old church, that might look really good. You could do it with people inside and make it kind of a day in the life of the church. Maybe you can't sum that up in one picture. There's the challenge. So there's so many things you can do. So Robert's been thinking hard about this one, and I know he sent me some stuff already, so that's really good. Look, I'm just watching that aircraft. I hope it doesn't come over and hit me with this car. Keep it over there. He looks like a good pilot. Let me not knock over my water either. So yeah, really good. Keep sending the stuff through, and then what I'm hopefully going to be doing is putting up, I'll look at them. And hopefully sometime next week we'll do a little YouTube, and I'll try and bring some of those photographs in. So make sure that if you add any of your pictures on there, you're happy for them to be up on YouTube. And I will obviously mention you, and we'll have a little talk about them. And I'll do, I guess, a little critique, but it'll be a nice critique. I'm a nice chap. I won't be too harsh on anybody. Although I did say I was going to be tough, didn't I? I said I was going to be tough about this. So maybe I will. I don't know. I'll be tough, but in a nice way. My plans, I told you about my plans. I'm still not sure what's going to be happening tomorrow. I'm still waiting for the final kind of, for my weekend photograph, because I haven't done one, even though I had lots of opportunity to do one today. Some pictures, I haven't done anything for my picture. So I'm going to try and shoot one tomorrow if I can. I'll be interesting to see what people send, and looking forward to the critique. Yeah, that's the whole idea. It's just that we can share some stuff and get a little bit of a community thing going, what have you. I've got to come up with my own idea. You're going to have to forgive me if I don't get the opportunity to do one, but I will try and do one tomorrow. It's still undecided what I'm going to be doing. There is a big event that's going on, not a million miles away from where I am, down on the south coast of the UK. So I might be doing something down there tomorrow. But then again, I might stay in bed all day and just watch movies. I'm in that kind of mood. And we were talking about inspiration earlier on in the week. We've had some great stuff and we've been talking about loads of different things. Patrick is in the house. How are you doing, Patrick? Nice to see you, buddy. Good photographer, as is Robert. I know you're both keen photographers. Patrick, are you going to enter the photo challenge, I hope, from the weekend? My weekend, that is the theme for it. My screen has gone extremely dark and I have no idea. Just practice a lot, haven't we all? I'm still practicing and I've been doing it for 30 years. It's always practicing. What else? Now, this evening, I'm going to be watching a movie which I fancy a bit of an action movie this evening. So I think I'm going to be watching... Now, I'm not hundreds of... what is the comp, buddy? I just told everybody about it for the last 5 minutes. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to hold on. But it's a little photo kind of challenge. It's not a competition because there's no prize. If you watch this back when this is finished, I explain it all for you. It'd be good. I was contending with White Sky this morning. Not so good. I'll review it. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Patrick. You can hopefully join in, buddy. It'd be good. Movies now. Has anybody seen, is it called A Ghost in a Shell, or Ghost in a Shell, or A Shell in a Ghost, or A Ghost with a Shell, or Michelle the Ghost? Something like that. Anyway, there's a new film out that you can rent. So I thought it's kind of this sci-fi type thing and it's a bit kind of Blade Runner-y type. I've watched the trailer, it looks good. My son has told me, and he's an expert on things like this, he's told me that it should be good because there was an original film animation type thing done a long time ago. There we go. Got my large format black and white up and running. So maybe... There we go. Black and white, good. And Robert has just said he's seen the clip, so he's recommended it. I think that is going to be Saturday night's film for tonight. We'll be renting that and looking at it. Never heard of the film. No, I think I've probably got the name wrong, Robert, but I'll give you a full heads up at a later stage. That's going to be tonight's film. I've got the dinner sorted out, although I've been eating all day. I couldn't resist getting a little Chinese. So Robert's on here as well. Patrick with us. Scarlett Johansson. Yes, I think it's absolutely right. She's in it, and I think she's this kind of, well, I've had to kind of make it up as I go along. From the trailer, she looks like a kind of cyborgy type kind of thing, creature. But I don't know whether she was once a human and then turned into a robot or not. It looks really good anyway. Ghost in the Shell is the right name. Thank you, buddy. I did get it right though. Sounds great. Are you well, buddy? Hope so. It doesn't sound like I'm well, does it? Because I can't even name the film that I'm going to rent later on in about 1 hour, and I've watched the trailer. So yeah, no, I'm perfectly good, thank you. Really, really, really good. I'm going to have a little moan about live streaming, actually, very quickly. All right, it's only a little bit of moan. People, look, if you're going to live stream, okay, and this probably is not the best live stream in the whole wide world because I'm sat in the car, I've had a busy day and I'm just about to head home. But if you're going to live stream on other platforms, live streaming is amazing. I absolutely love it. Last night I kind of was tired, went to bed and kind of didn't want to watch what was on telly, and I was looking on live stream on one particular app. Actually it was Periscope, but there's other ones out there. And do you think I could find anything decent to watch on Periscope or any other live streaming platform that was out there? I don't blame the platform because I love live streaming. It's brilliant, but you gotta get creative with your live streaming out there. It's so important. If you haven't got anything to say, don't live stream. And I tell you what, some of the stuff that people were putting out there was absolutely awful. Sat on the sofa and telling you I'm bored is not my cup of tea. So there you go. But what do I know? I've only done about 200 or 300 of them. It's about the people in the community, I think. Yeah, it is, absolutely. And I know it's difficult for people to build up a community. Social media is difficult stuff, but you've got to have a bit of, I guess, personality. And I think a lot of social media, because you know, guys, I do social media stuff for clients as well. And I think if you're a big social media fan and you're wanting to promote your business or your blog or your vlog, and you just want to be jumping on that bandwagon, and if you're looked and researched in it, Oh, thank you, Robert. So Robert is saying myself and the chap called Andy who does a lot of periscopes. Yeah, whenever I periscope, I try and do something that's interesting. I really do. Or at least give some information that's interesting to people. So live streaming, if you've done any kind of research into it and you're into your social media marketing of any kind of thing, you will read that social media, live streaming is a big thing. Video is a big thing. Filmmaking is a big thing. But live streaming is a way to connect with your audience. Absolutely full 100%. Patrick's just put a message up. Let me read it quickly. You just have to commit and just do it. You're confident now and you experience. Exactly. Thank you, buddy. You have got to commit to it and you've got to give it a go and you've got to find your own voice. When I first started live streaming, which was probably about, I'll hazard a guess, don't hold me to it. Well, it's certainly when Periscope first started, so it was probably about 2 years ago now. I'd never done anything like that before. And I've made the joke before where I've told people about it. Where my first live stream and I stood there because Periscope was the only channel now. Now we have things like YouTube, which I'm so pleased that they're on board with it as well, and Facebook Live, and there's everybody else as well. Instagram, it's really good. But the first time I ever did one, I for some reason, A, was really nervous, and B, had no idea that I actually had to talk to people. And all these comments were coming up. It's like, why is he not talking? Why is he not talking? I just didn't grasp it at all. But I learned from then. One last one was a cabbie car in Australia. Was it pretty good? I missed that. They're going really quickly on the comments coming up today, or I'm being really slow. So I think I can slow that down at a later date, actually. But yeah, I forgot to talk about on it at all, so I kind of shut it down after about 30 seconds. So maybe one day I'll show you that terrible scope that I did. But back to your social media stuff. You want to get onto live streaming and you want to start to build a community on live streaming. Here's what to do, okay? Give it a go and see how you start. You will find your own voice. You will find out whether you want to have a bit of fun with it. You want to be serious. You want to give information. You want to show people amazing events. You want to do behind the scenes stuff. Give it a go. Social media, it will work. But the key thing is, and a lot of people are forgetting, that you've got to have some kind of personality with it, okay? You've either got to be, I was so nervous first time here, tell me about it. Hey Judy, how you doing? Like Variety, hey, how you doing? Nice, thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, Variety is good. But personality, if you're a business and you're going, I'm going to want to promote my business and I understand I've got to be on social. Good to see you too. Thank you for joining me. I want to promote my business. I sell cupcakes. I always use that as an example, but I sell cupcakes. I sell clothes. I make art. I have a business and I need to promote my business. Don't fall into the trap of going onto live streaming if the person that is doing it, if you haven't got personality and you're not comfortable with doing it, give it a miss, go for something else. Because I do think you can harm your business more than anything if you are not outgoing, I guess. I think I'm quite an outgoing chap because I'm kind of used to standing in front of an awful lot of people taking their photograph, and you kind of got to be out there, and you got to be, sometimes you walk into a situation, you've got to be life and soul of the party and G people up, I guess is the expression. I meet you for the first time and I need to come in there and I need to say, hey, would you mind if I take a photograph? I'm doing this assignment for such and such, or my clients asked me to do it. And you're thinking, I don't want to have my photograph taken. So I've kind of got to be outgoing and friendly. I agree when you say personality, you mean and an awesome beard. Yes, a beard always helps. Although this is looking a little bit, it looks like it needs a trim at the moment. I don't know, it's lost its shape a little bit. So give it a go. You never know what's going to happen, and you will learn, and you can watch other people and doing it. I'm no expert. I've done a lot of them. I sometimes have no idea what to talk about. But maybe if you're not an outgoing person, then maybe live streaming's not for you. But there is a way of getting around this, okay? And here's a top tip for you. You could get paid coaching people. Oh, I don't know about that. Would anyone pay me to coach you? I tell you what I have been asked to do for people more recently. Some clients have asked me to do some Facebook Lives for them. Why are you not on Periscope more often? Well, the reason why I'm not, 2 seconds, I'll just answer that for Judy. The reason why I'm not on Periscope so often is because I like using multiple platforms. Because I learned a little while ago that there'll be a lot of people on YouTube that may necessarily won't leave YouTube. They like YouTube and they won't go over to Periscope or Twitter. There's other people that would like to be on Facebook Live and they won't go over to Periscope or go over to YouTube. So I think it's important that I want to reach out to lots of different people, okay? And I enjoy talking to people and chatting and sharing a bit of my knowledge and learning from you guys as well. So the reason why now I've kind of slowed down a little bit on Periscope and I'm trying to do some YouTube stuff is good. Agree, important to use multiple platforms. Absolutely. Eggs in many baskets. Yeah, exactly. And it's been something that I've been trying to do. And I thought, you know what? It's about time I do some more stuff. And now YouTube has gone live, which I've been waiting for a long time. Here I am. It's good to put your, yeah, that's exactly, all eggs in baskets and all that kind of stuff. So how do you get around if you're not an outgoing person and you're nervous and you don't want to be like I'm doing now, sat in a car or in a situation talking about your product or your service or whatever? A good way of getting around that is to go and find yourself a streamer. Go and find yourself a live streamer that will do it for you. Okay, and maybe come up with a deal with them or even pay them to do it for you. How many people know? Oh, so quick, these comments this evening. I keep missing them. Sorry. So you could go and find somebody. I've been doing that for a client as part of the service that I offer for people. It's not, I'm not doing a big sell. Okay, it's just, I'm just putting that out to people if you're interested in doing it. So one of the things that I can do is actually, I've done Facebook Live from events for a client, and I just do it in exactly the same way as I do my kind of interviewing things. I've got the added advantage that I find of being a photojournalist, and I've interviewed people for a very long time, and I enjoy interviewing people. If that's not your forte is making amazing cakes, it might not be, your forte isn't necessarily photography or marketing or that kind of stuff. Go and find somebody. Go and get somebody in to do it, okay? Go and get somebody in to interview you doing that, yeah? And then you can concentrate on what you're doing. You concentrate on the cake, the making of the cake, okay? We'll use that as an analogy. That's a big word for a Saturday. We can use that. So I would come in, I would interview and talk to you about making your cake, yeah? And because I'm quite a chatty guy, I will ask you and I'm interested in what you're doing, and you would do it that way. And then to you, it's a lot easier whilst being Scotty. So it's another way of doing it. So it does open up that live streaming platform for you, okay? And there's a top tip. I'm going to throw that out there for a Saturday. Apart from that, my work here is done. I'm going to head off now and go and have a sit down and watch my film. Thank you, Patrick. I hope that will help some people out there that want to get on board with it. That also obviously works across film as well and video. Yeah, outsource the stuff, you know, outsource it. You're good at what you do, but you don't have to be good at everything. Lovely to catch you again. Hope to press the flesh one day. Yeah, that would be cool. We've said it before. It'd be good again. Hope you enjoy your film. So do I. I am going to go off and watch the Ghost film. I don't think it's the original Ghost. There's no pottery making involved in the film, as far as I know. Have a great rest of the Saturday. I'm really looking forward to seeing your pictures of your art for the challenge. Patrick's going to go and check it out. You can watch yesterday's episode, Patrick, or you can watch the beginning of this one where I touched on it, okay? I want to see something. Have a great evening, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm off. Adios. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.